week 5 of going from newbie to funded trader. This has been an absolutely brutal week on the charts. From glory at the beginning of the week to a tsunami of losses through the middle of the week. It was really looking like a career change was absolutely inevitable. But I did manage to end the week green with a total of... Okay, so we'll get into the trades for this week shortly, but I just want to briefly explain the way that I have been trading. So the strategy I'm using is called price action trading. So in simple terms, this means that I'm looking for price to react off key levels. So looking for a break above or below a key level, or even a bounce off a key level. Now there's obviously a lot of nuances to this method of trading. I'm not going to go deep into this as I'm still learning all this myself, but that's the basic outline of the method that I am using. Monday, London session. So looks like we've got a bit of a break above here, or possibly. It's already a bit overextended though, so I guess we're going to see what happens. Quite a few people in the mentorship on the stream right now having a look at the same thing, so we'll see how it plays out and how they do it as well. That's what's a good thing about being in a mentorship. You get to see how other people are doing it as well, what they're doing when it comes to these kind of trades. So at this point, it's broken above basically this level here. It's pretty overextended. So what do we got here? 35 ticks. It needs, what we'd be looking for here is a retest down into this candle, a really solid retest before breaking that level, because this is basically all-time highs. There is a level here to the left, which is this news candle. It may actually fill that, so it could be a decent trade here. All right, I think I'm going to put in a buy order here at the top for 10 micros. So if that gets tagged in, we'll see how we go. On the 30, it looks pretty good because that closed. That was a breakout above that level on the 30 minute. And it has done a bit of a retest and hopefully it'll come back up a bit. And that's a new 30 candle here. So we might get a pretty good push up. It's not an hourly closure, but it's still way above this level. And looks okay on the 15. It broke out from resistance up, which is not ideal. Ideally, you'd rather see a breakout through this level from a bit lower. The fact it broke out from that level, from that resistance level is not a great sign, but the 30 is showing a very strong move up through that level there. There we go, been tagged in. Take the stop down under the wick there. Take this up to maybe a 1 to 2 for now. Put in my position, long position in here. Looks like it's moving up pretty well already actually. Put that under the wick. Put that up at the top there. Now recently I've been doing a partials halfway up, and I think I'm going to actually just do the same thing. So let's do a sell limit for 5 halfway up. It's about halfway there I think. So I'm going to take partials there if it can get there. Although that's a pretty big range. How big is that? Oh, it's 4. Oh my God, how ridiculous am I? I want to go down to at least about 2 probably. That's a 2 there. 2. Oh. Damn, what an idiot. So let's move those down to the 2. And I'll move this one down halfway. Oh, it basically already came halfway. Okay. Leave it there. So we're in profit. I probably should have been tapped into my partials or close to it. Maybe I'll take it down just to the top of the wick, so it'll tap, hopefully if it gets to that top wick again, it'll at least tap the partials. I'd be pretty happy with that. And then I can trail up the stop loss a little bit into break even, maybe even a little bit of profit, let the rest run. I need to make this a little bit bigger so I can see it better. Keep leaning forward to even look at it. Come on, come on gold, push. I know we're in pre-London, but you've got the energy, you've got the volume. all-time highs. Get excited by it. I should have had my partials taken already. It was so stupid setting a 1 to 4 like that. I just need to make my screen bigger. Come on, hit. Yes, partials taken. Nice. Straight to break even, just over. Let's ride this up. Okay, taking my stop to where it was, to where my partials were. If this goes all the way, I'm super happy with that. If it comes down to stop me out there, I'm happy with that too. Come on, hit that top one. That'd be a 1 to 2 for half of the position. That would be nice. Although I'm in a risk-free trade now already, so that's good. Actually, I'll move these up a little bit. Why not? Trail that up. Looks like it's going to hit it. Boom. Winning. Winning. That's nice. Oh, I kept going further. I could have even just trailed my stops. Just left it up here somewhere and trailed my stops. Anyway, best not to get greedy. That's a nice trade. Locked in $392 on that trade across 3 accounts. Absolutely winning. We'll see what we get in the real London session when it kicks in. But right now we're getting some good volume in pre-London. Awesome. All right, Tuesday Asia session. Looking at a breakout here on gold. See that this candle broke out from well within the range, right above resistance there. And then the next candle kind of weakened and showed not much strength to the upside and have this really long wick. So it's formed kind of that hammer, but it's a small body green outside of the range that I've had. So I am looking at entering on this next candle into a long position because I still think it's got the legs to push up. So, yep, let's just flip down. Before that goes back up, I'm going to put in a buy stop for 10 micros and see if it can't push up above that. All right, tagged in, drag down the stop to below the range and my take profit up here somewhere. So I put my stop basically down within that range because if it comes down that far, I'm just wrong. I don't want to be in the trade anymore. Better add in my position so that I can take my screenshots later. Okay, drag down my take profit to there. That's a 1 to 2. Maybe make it a 1 to 2. I doesn't think. Oh my god! Don't think it matters. I'm gonna get. Oh, okay. All right, stopped out. I was fiddling around with my position tool and stopped out. So that's not great. It's a $162 loss. But like I said, if it came back down to within that range, I was just wrong. It was a breakout. It did look like it was going to push, just didn't work out. Tuesday Asia session again. I'm looking at a breakout on an NQ this time. You can see that one candle has broken out above there. So I'm going to add a, oh no, I'm just going to press buy a market buy because it's already moving. It's tagged me in. So I'm going to drag my stop down below the range, actually a little bit further because that wick's there. Sell stop, oh sorry, take profit up there. Put in my short position here so I can visualize it. Collapse that a little bit. Let's drag that up there to the stop. And I need to pull that down a bit too to my take profit. So it's not pushing very well. It should probably have pushed up a little bit more than that. See, NQ is kind of, it moves quick. So if it's not got a lot of volume in it, often it can just retrace the other way completely. So once it's moving in a direction, it quite often just bursts into that direction. That's what I found anyway. I mean, I'm kind of new to trading, but I've noticed that since trading NQ. Yeah, so this is just a basic breakout from within the range, above that resistance level. The next one had a really good retest. You can see that wick down below the range that I put and pushed above it. So that's the reason I've entered this trade. Oh, that doesn't look good though. I'm going to move my stops right up above that wick. If it comes down to here, I'm not interested anymore. The volume just doesn't seem to be there. Not too confident about this trade now. Like I said, NQ generally will push pretty hard. So I won't be surprised if this stops us out here. Okay, out for a small loss. I definitely reduced my losses there. because it does look like it's rejecting. Okay, we're in pre-London now, and I'm looking at NQ again, and we've had this giant rejection off the resistance level at the top, so I'm chucking in a stop market sell, and for 15 micros, I'm going to put my stop above that wick, drag my take profit down near this range here. Hopefully it'll fill that range, that's what I'm looking at. So chuck in my short position there to visualize, stops to stop, take profit to the take profit. Okay, so like I said, you can see there's a giant rejection off the resistance to the top side here. And now that this candle has had a really big retrace back up beside that same candle, I'm hoping that now it will push down into those lows. So that's the general idea. We'll see, we'll wait and see. Okay, so if it does come down this far, I'm going to put in a stop limit buy for half of the position. Or more than half, sorry, I've got 10 micros here. But I'm not going to move my stops at all. I'm not going to take off any size to the downside. I really think that this has got some potential to push down that far. I've got a really bad habit of moving my stop and then it takes me out. And then I go and sit here and watch it go all the way to my take profit. So sometimes you just need to lose a trade and learn the patience. So hopefully that's not the one of these times that I need to learn and it does continue. It's definitely moving up a lot. More than I actually thought it would. Because it's already retraced up to this point one time. This wick was already formed before I'd entered the trade. Looks like it's going to stop us out here. I think we're cooked here. Yep, there we go. Another $200 loss. Sometimes you got to pay for it. Get rid of that market buy. What a disaster of a day. Down $460. All right, that's it for today. I've lost 3 trades in a row. No more trading for today. I'll come back tomorrow and see how we go. All right, Wednesday Asia session. I'm looking at gold here. A bit of a bounce off support. Looks pretty good on the 15. It's engulfed that little candle there, 30. Yep, that looks pretty good too. It's starting to move up towards the top of that last candle. Hourly is showing a lot of rejection to the downside with that huge wick there. Still a long time before the 4-hour closes. But you can see these candles are all getting smaller. Red, red, red. They're all getting smaller even on the 4-hour as it moves down. Showing that it might be weakening. It's definitely testing that range again. Yep. Yeah, okay. So buy. I can put in a buy. Oh, that didn't even work. What happened there? Topstep has been acting up a little bit, so I'm just going to press the buy button. Why is that not working? It worked that time. That's odd. Okay, drag the stops down below that wick. Take profit up there. Put in my long position. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, that's the wrong way around. All right, just wait and see. Whatever. I'll just leave it there for now. It's completely wrong way around. At least how much of a newbie I am. Okay, I'm moving my stops up to break even. Or just into profit there because it's already moved halfway up. I would like to have a buy stop in there somewhere. I should have already hit my buy stop already, but I've been messing around with my position graphic. That's completely the wrong way. Oh, it's coming down. Okay, break even. Small profit, or a little bit of a loss just on fees. I really should have got some profit on that. It moved up into profit halfway where I would normally have my sell stop to take partials, but anyway, it is what it is. Next trade. All right, Wednesday London session. I'm looking at another bounce off support here on gold. You can see a giant rejection wick to the downside on this tiny little kind of like doji candle. The current candle has already tried to touch that range and hasn't been able to push through. So I'm looking at putting in a buy stop to sort of ride price up towards this clean range here on the left, all those red candles coming down. It's a very clean range on the left there. So I've entered my position, put my stops below the range. So it's a very tight stop because it's so close to the range there. And take profit up there wherever. Just leave it up there for now. Put in my position. Hopefully it's the right one this time. Yep, that's a long position. Okay, drag that up to there. And oh, this is not looking good really. I really don't like this though, I'll be honest. I'm done, I'm out. Okay. Out for a small loss because of the fees. Crazy, look at those, it must have been huge fees. Anyway, that's it, another loss. It's been a bloody great week. Wednesday here on New York, looking to capitalize on a breakout here. It's come a fair way above that resistance level though, so we'll see. It's come up with quite a few ticks. All right, we're in. Drag my stop down, sort of halfway down the wick. This wick, this should be down the wick, under the wick really. Anyway, let's put in our position, long position there. Drag that up to here. And oh, it's already coming down a bit. Okay, move that up to take profit. And that's where we're at. But I really should have this stop loss down below this wick or even into the level. So, but it's quite a few ticks. Then again, I probably shouldn't be in the trade if I'm not going to be prepared to put in the correct stop loss, but it's going to come down. It's already starting to reject, but anyway, let's put in a stop buy. Market sell here for half the position, 5. And if it can come up there, I'll take half off. But right now it's rejecting hard, so I don't like that at all. I'm going to move my stop a bit down to where it should have been. 24 ticks. Actually, it should even be further than that. I'm going to move my stop up. I'm pretty sure it's going to come back. I'd rather lose a lot less than let it go all the way down there. Maybe I'll leave it. I should leave it. I'm always moving my stop loss, and I've got to get used to not doing that. I'm pretty sure we're going to get cooked on this. It's just sitting way below the entry point for way too long. I think it's going to stop us out here. So, hasn't been a great week. It's not over yet, I guess. Oh, it is now. There you go. Another loss. So we've had so many losses this week. I'm starting to get used to it. But let's hope it doesn't continue, because I was up almost to $1,200, but at the beginning of the week. So after the first 3 days of trading, my account is at $280 in profit, which is obviously disappointing after being in $1,200 profit on Monday. It's bound to happen though. Everyone has bad trading days at times, and to be fair, quite a few of the guys in the mentorship have also been struggling with the way the markets are this week. I've been faked out several times this week taking breakouts that technically really should have played out. So my biggest lesson for this week is really just to be a little bit more cautious with the markets the way they are, possibly even waiting for price to double tap those levels before entering a trade to get a better probability of it playing out. Right, Thursday pre-London, so you can get some pretty good volume here on NQ pre-London sometimes. So we're looking at a bit of a breakout here. There's a bit of a level where it's broken down from through support, and I'll put in a sell stop here. See if we can't follow this all the way down. It's had a really big rejection all the way up beside that other candle, so hopefully it works. Oh, already 15 micros, we're already in. I'll drag my stop up here somewhere. I'll adjust that in a sec. We can drag this one down to the bottom of that level, and then I'll move. What the hell just happened? We literally just got, it just flicked up. It just completely wicked me out. 120, probably $125 loss. There's already a tiny bit of fees there. Oh my God. Lesson learned. Put your stop loss in the right place in the beginning before you move anything else. This is the week of losses. It's absolutely nuts. Thursday New York session. I'm looking at NQ here, so I've got a little bit of a bounce off this. I'd say this is a temporary support. because we're on a massive push down on NQ. So this is a pretty risky play. Although it has engulfed this previous candle and it looks like it's going to be going up, I don't expect it to be going too far. Maybe up to the top of the second red candle possibly, or even wick fill the previous red candle before the green. So yeah, bit of a risky play. I can fully expect NQ to continue melting like it is, but I'm just hoping to capitalize on this little pullback, because it does look like a pretty clean entry to get a little pullback here at the very least. All right, I might get a good retest here. It's starting to move down. I'm glad I didn't enter straight away. All right, let's put in our buy stop, and I'll put it just above. Maybe do 15. Yeah, 15, just above where it flipped. I'm happy there. So if it taps me in here, I'll be happy. We can ride it up a bit. Very risky. Oh, it's not tapping me in. What the hell? What's going on? Why is this not tapping me? I'm literally right at the level. Some of the guys in the mentorship are having this problem too. Topstep on their Project X platform having issues. See if I cancel that order. Or does it tap me in? No. Cancel it. Or maybe I can just press buy. Okay, well that worked. I'm in. Drag the stop down below that wick. Definitely not the entry I wanted. Okay, we'll leave that up there for now. Take profit. Put in my position. That one there. Drag that down to my TP. I want to take off size halfway up here, but this bloody tool's not working. I might just have to actually, yeah, if I put in a limit cell here, it might not trigger it. It's just like the entry, it didn't trigger the entry. Should I just move the stop up? Maybe that won't trigger either. Oh, this is risky now. It's getting even more risky than being in a risky position. When the tools don't even work. Well, the button on the side worked, so I could probably just take off size by putting in 10, because I entered with, I bought 10 micros, so I put 10 here. Maybe I'll just do a market sell for 10. It should work, hopefully. All right, it's moving up now. Move my stops just in case they do work. Who knows? That's not a bad level. I should already be tapped out there. I'm going to sell some. Should I close the whole position? Maybe that sell. No, I'll sell. So I locked in some profit. That's only $67. Oh no. Move that up. Let's see if we can trail it a bit further. It's moving pretty well right now. Move my stops up a tiny bit. Looks like this minor retracement before it pushes down may be over now. Yeah, okay. Take some profit there. Good. All right, that was like a $320-ish win. I can check in the stats later, but you're seeing it on screen now. It feels good to have a win after all those losses. Jeez. Although the tools aren't working now. I mean, hopefully they fix that pretty soon. I didn't take any trades on Friday, so I'm ending this week with a total of $440 towards being funded. Half of what I was at the end of last week. Yes, it's unfortunate, but I'm just happy not to be in the red, to be fair, after that disaster of a week. I think my main takeaway for this week is that patience preserves capital. Waiting for the right setup is always the right move. I actually did pretty well on Friday with this, and I didn't even take a trade. Even though there was a lot of volume in the market, it was moving up and down rapidly, there was really no setups that fit my criteria, or that I could see anyway. So my game plan for next week is to continue practicing patience to preserve capital, and also to go a bit heavier on the contract size when I do see a good trade, to try and pass the valuation on these 3 new accounts, get funded, and complete this challenge. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you got some value out of that. If you do have any questions, just comment below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Cheers. See you next week.